Okay, we just finished our last verification. One more workout. Woo! Okay, you guys, don't mind whatever's on the mirror. I didn't do that. I don't know what it is. And I don't have time to clean it up right now. Anyway, today's the first day of camp. We flew in yesterday because we have to come in a day before. So today we're having our first workout, and for a normal camp, last camp was kind of more like a meet camp, but this camp is a regular national team camp, and we are gonna go and do physical abilities, and then we're gonna do about like 25 minutes or so on each event, or like 30, I don't know, it's pretty quick. So we just get like a good warm up in, get used to the equipment, and then we'll start tomorrow morning on vault will be our verification. So anyway, we're just gonna get ready for that and have a good workout. So that's today, not too hard, but that's kind of what we do the first day of camp. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with the ranch, but now for the new national team camp, we stay in a hotel, so it's a lot better. This is what it looks like. We got a microwave, stove, or microwave. We don't have a stove, sorry. We got a fridge, not a stove. Fridge, microwave, and then we have actually like really big, they put in like new beds, so they're like really big and nice. So this is just kind of what they look like. So yeah, really nice. I'm all by myself, and that is what our hotel room looks like. I've been off for like a day and a half. I haven't done gym. I'm gonna do a little bit of stretching. Oh, I'm sore. Yeah, see, I can't even go all the way down. This national team camp I feel like is a little bit smaller than normal. There's not like that many of us here. I feel like it's more just like people that are on the national team. Well, no, I guess I lied. There are some people that aren't on national team, but not as many people as normal. But national team camp, we have like kind of around once a month, maybe a little bit more than once a month. A lot of people get here the day of camp, of our first workout, but I live in Arizona, so I'm too far to make it here in time for the first workout like I used to when we would go to Texas. We have our first practice at like 4, so we do a whole workout and we do physical abilities testing, and then during each workout we have to do a verification, which is we have to do a show set. So they bring in judges, and the whole national team staff is here to help, and they bring in the judges for us to do our show routines. So tomorrow morning, basically, we'll wake up, we'll do every single event, and then once your rotation gets to vault, you'll warm up and show vault. And then we'll go bars the second workout, and then the next morning we'll do beam and then floor, and then the next day we only have one more workout, so it's just like a workout before we go home. So that's kind of how camp works. Every morning we do conditioning, and every afternoon we do drills across the floor. It's kind of sad because Jonas probably could have come to this camp because parents and stuff are allowed to come to camp and watch, but Jonas is actually he's at work. He's back in Washington, D.C. He's back there for like 2 weeks working, so he's not able to make it and be able to film and show you guys, which is kind of a bummer because like I wish I could show more of practice, but that's kind of hard because can't really focus on the YouTube video. I have to focus on myself and gymnastics. So I will try my best to get some more videos of like stuff, but I'm also going to be kind of focusing in on what I need to do to be ready for verification and stuff. So I'm already going to be a little bit stressed about that, but I will try my best to get videos and more stuff and kind of show you what camp's like, just because I didn't get everything on the last video. So I'll try to make it better for you guys. But yeah, that's national team camp. It's stressful, it's hard. Okay, so now we're heading to the bus. We got Jade and Grace. So every day we take the bus to practice. It's so weird being all on the same bus. Like, what is this? Could you guys walk any slower?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting our temperature checked again for the second time today. What would happen if I had a fever? I'm screwed. I know, at our gym they have to do it a couple times because they'll come out from the heat and it's like...
because it's so hot.
Hello. Okay, you're all good? Thank you. Thanks. There's the beams. We eat lunch and dinner up there at those tables.
How are you?
Good. So this is where we train. Pretty exciting stuff. Okay, so I just got done with workout. I feel like I look sweaty. But anyway, so I didn't document anything yesterday just because I was super stressed and I kind of just wanted to relax and think about vault and bars is what we verified yesterday. And then I obviously wanted to get through today because we had beam. So I'm just going to talk about how vault went first, and it was actually pretty good. I competed both vaults, so I did the Chang and the 2.5. I've just been starting to go back in the gym and doing Chang 2.5, Chang 2.5, Chang 2.5. So we thought if, you know, things were going good and warm-up was going really well, that I would try to do both of them. So in warm-up, I did like a super big 2.5, and it was so good. And then of course, when I competed, I did the Chang, it was really good. And then I did the 2.5, I rushed it a little bit, so I still made it. It was fine, just not as good as I wanted it to be, but I was just really happy to be back out there and just try to get myself ready and to feel confident for classics. That was like the main thing, just because I haven't competed in a year with COVID and everything. And at last camp, you guys know, I only did vault. On bars, bars has just been hard in general, just because I've added in the clear hip full at the end, and it's been super hard getting at the end of my bar routine. And so in the gym, it's been going decently well and it's getting better and my endurance is getting there, but it's still not quite where I want it to be. So I was kind of nervous for bars, and in the rotation, I was actually last to show, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never been last on bars. Like I always try to go like first or second, but we kind of just kept the bar order the way that it was written down on the paper. But we could have changed it if we wanted to, but we just kind of kept the order the same. So I was last on bars, and I actually like went up and had like a super great bar routine. The first half was super good. My clear hip full was pretty good, but in my giant, I hit my foot on the bar. And so I still went for the full in and like stuck the dismount. It was super good. And Tom came over and was like super happy. He was like, your form has gotten so much better. You're looking really good. Obviously the second half has a little things that need to be fixed, but it will get there, and you know, my endurance will come when it needs to. So that was like super exciting to see that my form has improved and that they were really happy with how I've been doing, and they know that I've been working really hard in the gym. So that was really good to be able to show them how hard I've been working the last couple weeks. And then I got up and showed a Maloney half, clear it full, right to double, and they were like Tom was like, where was that at the end of the bar routine? So that is the goal, but it's just not quite ready yet. So hopefully it will get there for classics. We'll see. And then today we had beam, which I seriously was so nervous for, like because of COVID, like it's just totally like, it almost makes me feel like I don't even know how to do gymnastics. Like I've never competed before. Like it was like so nerve-wracking, and I felt like so sick. Like the night before I was just like super sick, and then this morning I was just like dreading going to do beam. Our group was last on beam, so it was our last rotation, and my body's super sore. I'm hurting, I'm tired. Like even though we don't have Marta at camp anymore, like camp is still like, it's so hard, and I just like, my body's tired. So for me, I was like, it's okay, you can get through this, you'll get through beam, like you can do it, because beam's been going so well in the gym. And so of course we get to beam and we do a 30-second touch, a minute 30, and then we could have another 30-second touch. My minute and 30 went terrible. Like I was a hot mess, but I was like, you know what, that's okay. Like I'd rather be a hot mess now and then get back up and, you know, show an awesome beam routine. So I do my beam routine and I stayed on. Maybe my connections I feel like weren't quite there, but I stayed on the beam. I hit a beam routine. It was really good. So Lisa and Bruce were like super happy. They're like, it's okay, like you made a beam routine, you got back up there, you haven't competed beam in a year, so like that should build your confidence, and now we can build that confidence and then get the connection. So it went pretty well. Could have probably gone a little bit better than I wanted it to, just because in the gym I've really been like nailing everything. But obviously the nerves were there and I was a little bit stressed. And then after I did my beam routine, like right before the dismount, I literally thought I was gonna puke. So then I dismounted and I like ran over to Bruce. I was like, I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna throw up. Like I was so stressed. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on with me? So it was quite the roller coaster, but I survived and I made it. So I was so proud of myself. I was like, this just boosts my confidence and makes me just realize like your hard work is paying off, and these next 3 months are seriously gonna be so hard, you guys. Like I just remember going back to last Olympics and I'm like I don't know how I survived. Like how did I do that? So I know that this is going to be a very, very stressful time and it's going to come down to the wire, but it's just 3 more months so I can do it. I can push through it. It's going to be so hard. I already know it's already been really hard right now, especially with the postponement, but I'm just glad that camp's going so good so far, and I can't wait to get back home and start working on some little more upgrades that I've been working to try to get into my bar routine and different things like that. So anyway, all we have left now, I know I talk forever, I'm sorry, but anyway, all we have left now is floor tonight. And then for floor, I'm only gonna do a 3-pass floor routine, just because at home, I started doing the double laid out. I've only done like 3 full floor routines, like with music, and then I do them without as well, but I'm not fully ready on floor, which is totally fine. So Tom said that I could do just 3 passes, and then just to go home and get ready for classic. So that's what I'll be doing later for floor. So I'll give you guys a recap, hopefully after practice, if not tomorrow. And then if I remember, I will try to get some more shots of the gym and like where we eat and stuff. I'm so sorry. Like I literally wish Jonas was here, and I maybe could have like Lisa and Bruce film, but it just like, I don't want the stress. And yeah, and it's been so fun to like be here at the camp and help these girls get through it. There's been struggles all over the place. You know, we're all struggling, we're all working hard. We're trying to get prepared for the Olympic Games. So it's just been nice to be able to help the girls and help them understand, like, you know, this is just, it's gonna be a hard time and we gotta get through it, and we gotta be here with each other, and we gotta build each other up and just keep pushing, and in the end, it's all gonna be worth it. So this camp, I feel like, has gone pretty good for everybody. Obviously, we've had some mistakes here and there, but that's okay. This is a learning experience. You know, this is only our 2nd camp, and this is like our first actual national team camp, because last camp, it wasn't a normal camp. So I think everything's gone a lot smoother this time, which has been awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna end it now, and I'll give you guys a recap later. So, okay, we just finished our last verification. One more workout. Woo! Never gonna see this place ever again. You know, last national team camp. I'm so excited. My career is coming to an end. Okay, so this is where we come up to eat lunch and dinner. So right now we have like assigned tables where we eat with our group. It's a salad wrap. Oh, the best! Yes. Like the P.F. Chang's wraps. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so this is all of our yummy food that we eat. Hey, Shy.
I freaking love this meal.
I know. We got our awesome helpers over here. This is going on the YouTube, so it's all so good. Sorry.
Good.
You girls did so good today. I'm so proud of all of you. We finished. Woo! One more workout. Okay, so I had to get on and finish because it's Saturday, so I've been home for 2 days since camp, and I never got to finish because I was just super busy after floor verification. I never told you guys how I did. So I thought I'd talk about that really quick, and For floor verification, I only did 3 tumbling passes. I left out the first pass and just did a timer. In the gym, I've only done a couple full floor routines with everything out on the floor. So it's just kind of starting to get there, and it's been really hard to progress on floor for sure. Adding in all the tumbling passes on the floor with music has been, I feel like, harder than ever, just because my endurance and my ankles, and it's just really about piecing it all together. So we're almost there. So at camp, we decided not to show the first pass, but Tom was totally okay with that. So now I just have to get back into the gym and work on getting that consistent and putting it all together so I'm ready for classics, but most importantly, ready for championships. Other than that, after camp, or after floor verification, we had one more practice the next morning, and then we flew home that day. And other than that, camp was pretty good. Tom was happy. The national team staff was really happy and said that I looked really good. So it was awesome to hit 4 events. So that was pretty cool, and it built up my confidence a lot for sure, just because I hadn't really competed everything in a whole year, especially since last camp I only did vault. So that really boosted my confidence, and now I'm just ready to get back in the gym and work up for the GK Classic, which is in 2 weeks. It's so crazy, our first meet in forever. But yeah, it was kind of sad at camp. On the last day, I was like, this is my last national team camp ever, which is so crazy to say, because I remember back in 2016, me and Madison, I remember we were back at the ranch and we were like, this is our last national team camp ever. Like, we never have to, you know, train with Marta and, you know, do this again. And it was just so exciting. We were so happy to like be done. And then we're like, we're going to the Olympics, and then we're gonna go to college and just enjoy the college scene for a bit. And then here we are, I'm back at it, started doing elite again. So that's been just so crazy to think about. Remember saying it was my last camp, and here I am again. And then when I was at this camp, everyone's like, oh, don't say that, you said that last time, and look at, here you are now. And I'm like, no, I promise, I'm done after this. This is it for me. I'm not gonna make another run. So just so you guys know, I'm not going to make another run after this. I know it could be possible, but I think I am done. So anyway, other than that, camp was really, really good. And I was super excited that I went out there and did the job and just try to have a lot of fun my last camp and just making memories. So here we are, 2 weeks till classics. So got to gear up for that. Also, I don't know if I'm doing the Bahar wash on bars, which is really sad because I've been working really hard on it. But Tom was like, I think it would be best if we just clean up the form and then get the double dismount in my bar routine after the clear up full. And they said my bars has improved a ton and looks really, really good. So we'll kind of see. I think the next 2 days, Lisa's gonna have me try to do the routine with the full twisting pack and just see how it goes before we make a final decision and say, no, we're gonna take it out. So I am kind of sad if we do take it out because I've worked so hard on it and it is really good, but I totally see where Tom is coming from, to not add extra stress and to just have a good, nice, clean routine, especially if I get the clear up double in there. That's already a big start value. So other than that, that is what I'm going to be working on, is just cleaning up everything and being able to go out and hit all 4 events. So that's the plan for classics, and I can't wait to see you guys there, even if it's on TV or on your phone streaming, or if you guys are there, I'll be so excited. But yeah, so I guess we'll catch you at the GK Classic, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so, so much. You mean the world to me, and I'm just so grateful that I started this YouTube channel. I've been so grateful to be able to show you guys the behind the scenes of my gymnastics career. Even though my elite career is almost to an end, I can't wait to document these next couple months going into the Olympics. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.